Uh, Round two of observation videos was very interesting. My AP that I've been working with allowed me to handle a lot of different discipline situations, from fights to a student coming on our campus because his campus was closed today. He wanted to see his old friends, from a kid being suspended and showing up, which is trespassing, as well as parent contact and some other things. Uh, One thing new that I definitely learned was how to deal with each situation, by case. I know always knew that was a formality, but exactly what steps do you take? For example, two kids get in a fight. Why did the kids get in a fight? How did the fight happen? Uh, what is the history of the kids? I'm a coach, so I've always been very strict. So if you fight, this is what's going to happen. This is your consequences. Very really close to zero tolerance. But as you see in one of the situations where the kid was involved in the fight, he didn't. We luckily got it on camera. He didn't fight back at all. Uh, Really was sad to see, but in a situation to where if I was administrator without this assignment, I definitely would be like, okay, both of y'all have been in the fight, both of y'all suspended, versus going the route of how we worked at. Also, I've got to fill out a lot of discipline forms. I got to process referrals, fill out referrals. I got to process and fill out no contact orders. I got to process requests for students to go to alternative school, as well as being suspended or sent to ISS. I also was allowed to move to break up fights when called on the headsets, as well as students leaving on or off campus. Our school is next to some pretty delicious restaurants, so a lot of our kids like to sneak off or park on the other side of college so they can walk around, get in their car, and go out for lunch, etc. As an instructor, I've learned you need to document anything you do in the classroom as far as discipline, even from something on the scale of 1 to 10, something being a 1. You have to note these things so when it comes time to discipline the kid, the administrator has a full outlook on what is going on versus just a snippet when a situation blew up or a teacher got fed up. Also, I've learned to deal with parents and speak to parents about referrals and the next thing that's going to happen, as well as disagree with parents. A lot of times they're going to believe their kid and think their kid's innocent or believe we're treating them unfairly. Getting to be in those conversations, in those meetings, allow me to be more savvy in those conversations in getting the teachers to understand an administrator's point of view and as far as school safety and not allowing a kid to disrupt the culture of learning or the classroom environment. Discipline occurrences can also allow an administrator to assess the classroom management skills of a teacher. If a teacher is always having to write referrals or there are fights, classroom arguments, students consistently not doing work in particular classes, normally that shows that a teacher has created an environment conducive for students to not do what they're supposed to do. So, in the sense of observing or evaluating the teacher, you would address classroom management with them and suggest certain situations as far as maybe them observing a different teacher or them receiving professional development or just talking one-on-one with them to develop strategies. Uh, I know that in action research at our campus, we constantly use data, no matter what the situation is, to observe and to better what we're trying to do on a daily basis. We even observe tardy bails and how long it gets from students to class and how that has affected student behavior from year to year. We use referral amounts, we use detention amounts, no matter what it is, if it's with our students and with management and the logistics of our school, we really want to put things together to understand how does what we do as educators affect how students act within the walls of our school. Interesting thing is students not truly knowing right from wrong. I guess as a kid, I understood when I did something that was negative or not good. I understood the decision I was making. I've definitely encountered some kids that has made some bad decisions, and you can preach to them for 30 minutes straight, and they will tell you how everything is someone else's fault and how they didn't do anything wrong, and they could have shoved the kid to the ground. learning how to change a student's mind or change a student's perspective has something I've developed throughout the course of this assignment, because I definitely dealt with a few stubborn students who truly believed they had done nothing wrong and they're completely innocent and it's always someone else's fault. So developing a set of communicative tools to change the student's thinking, to allow the student to empathize with other individuals in certain situations. That's definitely has helped me en route to becoming a more successful administrator.